Hello everybody, welcome in. My name is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is just going to be a general collective message for whoever needs it. So I got a new deck in the mail, the Moonology Messages Oracle deck, and I know the energy is very emotional. There's been a lot of emotional upset with the new moon in Pisces over the weekend, as many of us are having to face all of this unresolved anger, these unresolved unconscious traumas that are kind of coming to the surface. And so what I've noticed is there's a lot of people out there still trying to cling to that safety zone, that comfort zone, or that like metaphysical or proverbial comfort blanket, where we've been underdeveloped in childhood due to some type of trauma from our parents. And so I feel like we're at this pivotal moment in time where we can no longer avoid social discord. And so there's a lot of wounding coming up, I feel, for the feminine collective, and this is going to activate your creative gifts, I feel. And so a lot of the feminines in the collective might be feeling this newfound sensuality within this purging as well, when it comes to understanding other people. And I feel the masculine collective is obviously very oversensitive at this time. What I've noticed is we've got like pretty much all Piscean energy, all Aquarian energy, and then we've got two planets in Taurus. And so there's a lot going on when it comes to vivid imagination. Piscean is all about the imagination. And I do feel this is a very powerful opportunity for the masculine collective to really understand women better. And so I feel right now the energy is shifting, and I think we could all use a little positive message. So let's see what needs to come through from the ancestors for a message for whoever needs it today. Before jumping in with the cards, I would like to mention there's only like another day left to get in on the online tarot class that starts this Tuesday on March 12th. There's two options for the class, a daytime and an evening option. If you'd like to register for the online tarot class, and if you'd like to learn tarot from me, I'd love to have you join the class. Feel free to check out the video card link above, or there will also be a link in the description box of the video down below. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, please feel free to check out my new webpage. There is also an email contact below to reach out to me, and there is now an option to join the channel membership. So if you'd like to be a member of the channel, I go live over there every Thursday at noon Eastern Standard Time, and we pull cards. I do live card pulls for the zodiacs. We talk about the journey, the twin flame journey, the ascension journey, and it's just a fun, safe place for us to grow as a collective, as a tribe. But let's jump into it, guys. There is a need to avoid drama at all costs, I also feel we can't avoid the upset. So we are in this eclipse portal. I do feel the new moon in Pisces has activated this eclipse portal, 313 on the timer. And so we are rebirthing the divine feminine collective is a big message, right? So this card kind of reminds me of the Devil card in the Mystic Monday deck. That's interesting because I grabbed that deck to use even though it's Sunday. It's not Monday. And so just another manic Monday. But I feel we have to be willing to walk through the void. And so we do have a full moon eclipse coming up in Libra. And then after the full moon eclipse in Libra, 2 weeks after that, we do have the new moon eclipse in Aries. And so I feel there's kind of like just this higher power taking over in the collective right now, when we do have to be willing to go through the labyrinth of the mind in order to take that leap of faith into the void. And so I feel like we're going to be in a lull, in a void energy throughout the week. And so how can you embrace that void and go into the dark side of the moon? Because that is the energy of the dark moon. And so ancient Egyptian codes, ancient Egyptian timelines, and I do feel we're going to be deep into this mystery. And so rainbow light activations. So let's keep going here and let's see what else needs to come through. What I want you to keep in mind is that this reading is not sign specific. This is a general message for whoever needs to hear it. And so if you're resonating with the title, then there's likely a message in here for you. So how can you allow the magic of the moon to transform you? And then we get out of bounds boundaries. And so lines get blurred in the energy of Pisces, right? Because it is the energy of the fish, the two fish. And so Sometimes we can get so enthralled and wrapped up into a situation with another, we don't know where we begin and the other person ends. And so there is a need to maybe take a step back and to really reflect on some boundaries. Do you have a supportive circle? Are you in a group of friends that actually supports you, or are they tearing you down? So we're going to do 3 cards with the Moonology deck, and I wasn't ready for that. So there could have recently been some type of fallout on the weekend when it comes to some type of traditional foundation. There could be a lot of psychological breakdowns going on as well in the energies, because I feel the eclipse energies are all about relationships. So let's get into it. Take the lead. It's time to take the lead of your life and to be accountable. And I see my 2 cats are about ready to go at it, so there might be a cat fight. Domicile moon, we get abundance. And so I do feel between the next 3 moon cycles, there is going to be an opportunity to walk through the doorway of a new beginning, of greater abundance. And this new moon is all about new beginnings. That's what new moons are all about. And so I feel we're at the very beginning of a brand new cycle. And so how can you lean on your circle of friends for support? There is something here, without a doubt, that needs releasing. And so are you ready to take a risk towards embracing these changes, to maybe refocus your ideas and to take a breather, to take a step back, because I do feel we're all being asked to stay in integrity. 626, I noticed on the timer. And so the energy waves are loud right now connected to this new beginning. And so maybe you're going towards a new supportive group of friends by the full moon eclipse in Libra. I've actually ordered eclipse glasses. I can't wait for this eclipse. But anyway, we're going to read the new moon beginnings card out of the book. And I'm hoping it's easy to find. Page 102. So that's carrying with it a vibration of like the wheel with the High Priestess. So it's kind of like, you know, it's time to embrace these changes. It's kind of a fated, destined, go for it, reach for it, right? Take that risk for this new beginning. And so you might be feeling like you're wrestling with the current situation or your current issue, 717, for far too long. And so I do feel it's time to start a new cycle. Sometimes you just know that it's time to start something new. It's time to start a new cycle. And we do have to have regard for the life that we had before, right? And so if you're facing a specific type of dilemma or crisis in the energies, you need to understand that this is just the beginning. All endings are merely disguises as new beginnings. And so I do feel somebody is headed in the right direction after a lot of confusion, after a lot of illusion. And so if you're asking about an old situation, it's time to let that old situation go. And so if you want your dreams to come true, then you have to listen to what your higher self is trying to tell you in the energies. You have to know that your higher self knows what's best for you on the journey, and the ego seeks to stay in an old cycle. And so get ready to put forth the effort towards something new, because I think these eclipses are coming in, and if you're not ready to take that step, the eclipse is going to come in and kind of push you into this massive releasing. So be willing to take a risk. Ask your higher self for the guidance that it needs, because I do feel it's really time for us to chase our dreams, to stop chasing after people that really don't have the same dreams as us. And so this new moon really is the start of a brand new lunar cycle. And so how can you bring in this fresh new energy, embody the eclipse energies, embody this courage and this strength, and to go towards a new beginning, and to trust that you have unseen support in the spiritual realms as well. So let's jump in with some cards. And I do think we're going to jump in with the Light Seers Tarot deck today. We're going to pull in with that. So there is a brand new emotional beginning, but you might have to let something go. You also might need to get grounded. And so this is the energy of truths coming out, secrets being unveiled. We could have somebody here that is being haunted by spirit because there's been some shady behavior. It's like the light is shining down on some truth. Maybe some truth that you've wanted to avoid up until now. 929, like the syncs are just insane. And so it's like you've prayed for this. You've prayed for this new emotional start. You've asked the universe to send you the support. And I think it's time to release a connection where I think you've held on to it for a long time in order to go towards this new emotional experience. And so So it's like the sun shining down on a situation. There is maybe a confession or a release, but I do feel in order to step into the light, we have to get honest, right? So 7 of Swords, this could be self-deception. This could be you're dealing with somebody that's manipulative, but I feel it's really time, and there is a need to get honest about a dark night of the soul situation. Are you really living your best life? Because I feel a lack of passion, a lack of growth. Maybe you've been holding on because some kids have been involved. It doesn't have to include children, but it's really time to take that deep dive and to put in the hard work to make a conscious release. And so there's a burden here that has been carried for far too long. Maybe you've been domiciled when it comes to this interaction, and it's time to find your inner tigress, to have the eye of the tiger, to go towards this onset of this releasing is kind of what it's feeling like. And so divinely guided change. Ooh, there is an unexpected choice in love as well with the Lovers. And so we are on the brink of a brand new cycle in love. How can you embrace these changes? The 2 of Wands in reversed. The King of Cups in reversed. I feel Pisces energy. And then we get the 6 of Cups. So we could have a masculine energy deep within the depths of the subconscious of the psyche, maybe connected to a deep-seated father wound. We could have a masculine here that maybe wasn't the best father to his children. Doesn't have to be. But I feel some deep-seated inner child wound is coming up. And I feel somebody is feeling like they've had the wind knocked out of them when it comes to an emotional purge. We've got a masculine here, super emotional, can't get a grip on his emotions. Deep within some nostalgia, some childhood memories. And I do feel there's ego here, a breakdown of the ego, disillusionment with the 7 of Cups in reversed as the central energy. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. There is codependency issues here. We get the death or the rebirth in reversed. And we get a Queen of Pentacles now, which is directly below this King of Cups in reverse. So I feel we could have had a masculine here that was in a state of confusion, connected to a Queen of Pentacles. We could have a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, connected to a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, wanting to bring something back from the dead in a state of nostalgia. This could also be a deep-seated mother wound. The Queen of Pentacles is like the mother, right? The most mothering, nurturing queen of all of the queens. And so what's the final outcome? There's some healing here. Healing from a mother wound, healing from a childhood wound, healing from codependencies, and I do feel somebody is guided to go and heal a situation with the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody is being divinely guided to take action immediately. I do feel Spirit is hounding somebody to get in their car, to get on their bike, to get moving, to take their shot. Somebody needs to take their shot, and this is going to lead them down the pathway of a higher timeline, the Hierophant. And then below that we get the 8 of Pentacles, which is putting in the work, and then we get the Magician, and then we get the Moon. So I do feel we've got a masculine here that is definitely submerged in the depths, 1313, of their emotions, connected to a mother wound, and maybe even connected to a feminine who really is just in this state of peace. I feel we've got a feminine here that is solid, grounded, stable, has definitely gone through some type of conscious expansion, has gone through a period of growth. And she's golden, she's solid, she knows her worth, she knows her value. She doesn't want for anything. She's in a state of peace. And I do feel she's healed from an ending. She's risen from the ashes. She's gone through a period of growth. And somebody on the flip side, I feel now is having an emotional breakdown connected to the memories attached to this pre-empress. And maybe they're afraid that she's not single. Maybe she's not even single anymore. Somebody here, I feel, has regrets because maybe they chose another option and they chose wrong. And I feel third eye activation connected to the passion that they feel for this queen. And so it doesn't have to be past. This could be happening right now. But I do feel somebody here is in the depths of the subconscious. And I do feel we've got somebody here not even going to see an offer coming. Somebody wants to go back to something. Somebody definitely wants to go back to someone from the past that I feel maybe they sabotaged a connection with her. We definitely have two very enlightened beings. So we had a feminine here, I feel, that likely had to sit in these emotions for a very long time, learn to calm herself, learn to center herself. And I do feel somebody wants to go back to somebody that I feel that they see as their true pair, as their true partner, and they're getting ready to rise as that leader. So I do feel by the eclipse energies that Aries energy is coming through, and I want to say it's checkmate. Somebody really is rising to the occasion, and there is going to be unexpected action. I think in the past, maybe somebody had a fear of commitment. They weren't ready to give up a certain level of independence. They allowed their ego to kind of overrule a situation here, and I think they let their inner beast take over. But I kind of feel somebody here in this energy of death and rebirth and wanting to bring something back from the dead. So we could have had a masculine deep within these emotions. This could have been a process for like the last 2 years with the Two of Wands. But I feel somebody here is really taking the energy inward. And so there is going to be an opportunity for a new beginning here. So let's take a look at the Seven of Cups. Yeah, there's this need to heal something. So the Four of Swords in reversed is clarifying the Seven of Cups in reversed with the Seven of Swords. So there is a need to go back to something from the past and communicate about an ending. A confession of some sort. Look at that. 2 true pairs on the board. So we had a masculine, I feel, that was definitely afraid of investing and giving their heart away, afraid of being hurt because maybe they were so used to being the lone wolf. But I think a lot of wisdom has been gained. And I do feel there's a possibility that 2 people could have been in some type of higher telepathic connection, 5D, as all of these blocks kind of get removed, connected to some type of past betrayal. And so this is a mirror connection where the 2 of you have had to really dig deep and look in the mirror at some childhood wounds, some childhood patterns, and to heal them, to come out of a state of lack before this new beginning could happen. And so I do feel a brand new beginning here. The Fool represents a release of some past baggage. And so this is a connection. I feel a twin soul might have triggered a core wound for healing. Maybe this has been a 2 to 5 year journey. But I do feel there is an opportunity for a reset here, a realignment here. But somebody needs to come in with some honest communication. And so I think a lot of things are happening right now. We are in this portal of accelerated ascension. So get ready for a realignment because we are all gaining a new perspective when it comes to past grief, guilt, regret, our childhood safety blankets, our comfort zones, and we're releasing all of this purging, going through a period of expansion and enlightenment, Pisces energy, enlightenment, and going towards wish fulfillment. So there is a new emotional experience here, but there might be a need to address a past situation where there was a lack of investment, or somebody just was so scared to invest and they walked away from a 2 of Cups. And now they want to redo. Now they want to create balance in a situation where there was a lack of truth, a lack of honesty. And so somebody is in a mirroring soul connection here. And I do feel that full moon in Libra is going to bring forward a readjustment, a rebalancing when it comes to an injustice. So what else can we be aware of with the spiritual journey connected to this message today? Forgiveness. And so I do feel there's a masculine in a state of purging their heart. And there's a feminine here that also needs to offer forgiveness in order to liberate her heart from pain. But we are at a major pivot point collectively, and we are learning the lesson of equal giving and receiving. And so I do feel there will be a reward that comes from this return, and it could lead to a healthy exchange or reciprocal connection. They're showing me the 6 of Pentacles now, which is the lower arcana of the Justice card. And so get ready for a past injustice to be made right, because I feel the light is shining down on humanity, and we do all need to liberate our hearts from this pain that really has created a negative substantial impact in our life. And so get ready for somebody to come in with an offer, and that's kind of what I got, guys. I really hope this message helped. I hope it resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading, I do encourage you to check out the description box below. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.